Hello friend, this is second part of Indian history. In previous video, we have seen the basic concepts and chronological order of prehistoric time, that is we will up to 10,000 BC. Now in this video, we have seen and we'll cover the second, that is pro-historic period, which start from 10,000 to 1500 BC. So the proto-historic time is start from the beginning of Indus Valley Civilization, also called Bronze Age and Harappan Civilization. The earliest known as urban culture of the Indian subcontinent, the nuclear dates of the civilization appears to be about 2500 to 1700 BC, though the southern sites may have lasted later into second millennium BC. Among the world's three earliest civilizations, the other two are those of Mesopotamia and Egypt. The Indus civilization was the most extensive. The civilization was first identified in 1921 at Harappa by Rai Bahadur Dayaram Sahni in Punjab region, and then 1922 by Rakha Das Banerjee at Mohenjo-daro near the Indus River in the Sindh region, both sides in present-day Pakistan. So the ruins of Mohenjo-daro were designated UNESCO World Heritage Site. If we talk about the extension of Indus Valley Civilization, so it extended from north to south, that is from Manda, Jammu and Kashmir to Daimabad, Maharashtra, and from west to east, that is Sut Kangedur, Pakistan, to Alamgirpur in UP, about 600 kilometers. This is the same thing, Indus Valley Civilization 3300 to 300 BC. This is the approximate uh, age of IVC. Early phase 3000 to 2600 BC. Mature phase up to 900 and later phase up to 1300 BC. Early sites of IVC are Padri, Gujarat, Kalibangan, Rajasthan, Dholaviram, Kutch, Hadappa, Pakistan, Balakot, Amri, and Bhairana, Haryana, Port Daisy, and Gumla. This is the extension of Sindhu Ghati Sabhyata, Indus Valley Civilization, from north to south, that is Jammu and Kashmir to Maharashtra, Daimabad, and from west to east, that is Sud Kangedur, Baluchistan, in the region of Pakistan and Iran, to Alamgirpur, Uttar Pradesh, eastern region. Archaeological remains of Harappa. Subsequently, vestiges of the civilization were found as far apart as Sud Kangedur in southwestern Balochistan provinces of Pakistan, near the shore of the Arabian Sea, about 300 miles and or 480 kilometers west of Karachi, and at Ropar in eastern Punjab state. Northwestern India at the foot of Shimla Hills, some 1000 miles, 1600 kilometers. Northeast of Sud Kangedur, later exploration established its existence southward down the west coast of India, as far as the Gulf of Khambat, Combe, and about 500 miles southeast of Karachi, and as far east as Jamuna River, okay, basin, 330 miles, 50 kilometers north of Delhi. It is the decidedly the most extensive of the world's three earliest civilizations, even though Mesopotamia Egyptian civilization both began somewhat before it. On the Kathiawar Peninsula and beyond appears to be of later origin than the major Indus sites. Mohenjo-daro, the Indus civilization apparently evolved from the villages in neighbors or procedures using the Mesopotamia model of irrigated agriculture with sufficient skill to reap the advantage of spacious and fertile Indus River valley, while controlling the formidable annual floods that simultaneously fertilized and destroys, having obtained a secure foothold on the plain and mastered its more immediate problems. The new civilization, doubtless with a well-nourished and increasing population, would find expansion along the flanks of the great waterways an inevitable sequel. The civilization substituted primarily by farming, supplemented by an appreciable but often elusive commerce. Wheat and six-row barley were grown, field peas, mustard, sesame, and few dates stone have also been found, as well as some of the earliest known traces of cotton. Domesticated animals included dogs and cats, humped and sodden cattle, domestic fowl, and possibly pigs, camels, and buffalo. The ancient elephant probably was also domesticated, and its ivory tusks were freely used. Social and political system. Despite a growing body of archaeological evidence, the social and political structure of Indus state remain object of conjecture. The apparent craft specialization and localized craft grouping at Mohenjo-daro, along with a great divergence in house types and seize point, towards the degree of social stratification. Trade was extensive and apparently well regulated, providing important raw material for use at internal production centers, distributing finished goods throughout the region and arguably culminating in the establishment of Harappan colonies in both Mesopotamia and Badakhshan. The remarkable uniformity of weights and measures throughout the Indus lands, as well as development of such presumably civic works as the Great Granary, implies a strong degree of political and administrative control over a wide area. Further, the widespread occurrence of inscription in the Harappan script almost certain indicates the use of single lingua franca. Nevertheless, in the absence of inscription that can be read and interpreted, it is inevitable that far less is known of these aspects of the Indus civilization than those contemporary Mesopotamia. Early civilization, Indus civilization about 2500 to 1700 BC, and advent of ions about when Vedic period started from, that is 1500 to 500 BC. Early Vedic period 1500 to 1000 BC, and later Vedic period 1000 to 600 BC. Indus Valley civilization measures Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Sutkangi-Dur, Kalibangan, etc. Indus Valley civilization features religious life, worship, myth- mythical animals, bull, ambiguous animals, actual animals, worship, Fun- funerary customs, complete burials, fractional burials, past cremation burials, town planning, economic light, agriculture, animal husbandry, trade and commerce, craft and industries, trade mechanism, language and script. Language was present, but script was not deciphered right now. Political light, social life, social hierarchy, food habits, entertainment, custom, ornament, jewelries. So these are the features of Indus Valley civilization. Language, script, weights and measures. So the language of Harappan civilization is not readable, and script is not deciphered right now. It is related to any modern language family. It appears to be a Dravidian, presently the spoken throughout the southern part of the Indian peninsula. An isolated member of this group, the Brahui language, is spoken in western Pakistan, an area closer to those regions of Hapla culture. Two sources of information of Indus Valley Civilization: seals and script. One important public building, Assembly Hall. Two features of citadel. To elaborate the planning went into the development of cities and indicate some sort of political organization and social classification. Information by seals. They were produced mainly for commercial purpose. Two types of dress worn by the people: shawl and cotton cloths. Two feature of internal trade: it carried considerable trade in stone metal. They carried on all exchange through barter. Two evidence that show Harappan trade relation with the foreign countries. They had commercial contact with western neighbors. They set up the trading colony in northern Afghanistan, which facilitated trade with Central Asia. Two cause of decline of Harappan civilization: deforestation and attack, or it was by flood. Four animal on Pasupati scene: elephant, tiger, buffalo, rhinoceros. Very important question. Types of weights and measure used by them: sets of cubical stone weights. Value of Indus script in two ways: it was written from right to left, it was not alphabetical. Now historic period: 1500 BC to 500 BC. At the early Vedic period, 1000 BC to 500. Historian and scholars refers to the period when Aryan first settled in India as the early Vedic age. The Aryan followed the course of rivers and settled along the valley of river Ganga and Yamuna. Literary source: the Vedic text may be divided into two broad chronological groups: the early Vedic period and later Vedic period, to which belong to remaining Vedic and their branches, Brahmana, Aranyak, Upanishads. The Vedic literature were written in Sanskrit. A Vedic literature is divided into two parts: Shruti, which means passing the knowledge orally, and Smriti, which was composed by rishis. So the Vedic literature can be classified into following categories: the Vedas, that is four in number; Brahmanas, about 20; the Aranyak, seven; and the Upanishads, 108. The Vedas. It is the oldest religious text in the world. It is divided into 10 mandalas. It is said to have been composed in the early Vedic period. The hymns are dedicated by the sages to God. Much of the Indian philosophy is based on the Rig Veda. It also contains the famous Gayatri Mantra. The Samveda. The term Sham means sweet songs. In this Veda, some of the hymns are borrowed from the Rig Veda. The hymns in this Veda were said to be sung at the time of sacrifice by the priests. The Yajur Veda. It deals with the hymns recited during the performance of yajnas. The hymns in the Veda throw light on the social and religious life of the Aryans. Last one is the Atharvaveda. The hymns contained in the Veda deals with the magic and charms. Most of the hymns are taken from the Rig Veda. Besides the power of spirits, the hymns deals with the Gyan, knowledge, karma, action, and upasana, innovation. Some hymns are also deals with the medicine. So this is all about in this video. Thanks for watching.